Let's go.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your patience. I prefer to stand here so that I don't block your view. You can see me, right? All right, so actually at the beginning I have to say, I feel very honored to be able to do a speech in this magnificent and historical church. Because this setting is particularly meaningful for today's topic, trust. For centuries, the church has brought people together, united by shared beliefs and values. And this shared framework helps foster the trust between the individuals and inside the community. And today we are gathered here also bound by a shared consensus and belief in how we build trust. Okay. So we humans live on trust. Trust with our dear ones, with family members, co-workers, friends, business partners, companies that offer us services, and with authorities, governing authorities. Trust has been an essential throughout human history, a fundamental of human relationships, and the foundation for social development. So actually, the social progress comes with the evolution and redefinition of trust. When we humans live in small tribes in the past, trust was something that was inherently built. We live together and we know each other, and people exchange goods, favors, they transacted with each other based on the local and close-knit trust. Everyone knows everyone. An individual's reputation and accountability is quite straightforward. As civilization expanded, people began to interact and trade with strangers. Strangers from other tribes and strangers even from remote continents. By then, trust became something to be built. The growing population, the advancing society, and the increasing interconnection within the communities require systems to build trust, to ensure integrity and reliability. Money, for example, was originated to facilitate trade among strangers by using a uniform medium of exchange that everyone would want, that everyone could trust. Banking system was developed as a layer of legal safeguards on top of the commodity money, providing secure storage and financial services. And legal contracts emerge as formal systems to guarantee that both parties in a transaction will fulfill their obligations. And in the context of civil life, trust is a social contract between the citizens and the governing authority. To avoid the chaos of a lawless state, individuals agreed to concede some of their freedoms to a governing authority in exchange for protection and order. The church served as a moral compass, upholding social norms and fostering trust by promoting ethical behavior and maintaining peace and order within a community. These systems collectively represent the institutional trust. With the progress of technology, we are seeing that trust is returning to a peer-to-peer based, but this time among strangers. The generation of parents used to say, "Don't get in a stranger's car." But today, Uber and BlaBlaCar become a transportation mode as normal as any other. Airbnb enables us to host strangers or sleep in strangers' homes, and we are doing so with a sense of safety and comfort. And of course, the cryptocurrency. Enabled by a decentralized network that enables peer-to-peer transactions to be executed safely without the need for intermediaries. Today, we can transact confidently millions of dollars in one go in one transaction in a pure peer-to-peer and self-custody manner. The rise of peer-to-peer trust among strangers without a central guarantee is transformative, reshaping our interactions with the traditional institutions and redefining how we connect with each other. But how do we reach the peer-to-peer trust? I would say multiple layers. First is the technology. So blockchain creates a decentralized ledger where transactions are transparently recorded and cannot be altered without a consensus. Cryptography ensures data is securely encrypted and verifies the integrity of each transaction. It provides individuals with an asymmetric power over coercion of their private assets. Only the owner of the private keys can access and transfer the money, making the unauthorized access virtually impossible. But technology alone isn't enough. We also need the participants in the network and the consensus mechanism that bind them together. The consensus is fundamental for the operation of decentralized peer-to-peer network. Recently, I discovered that the concept of decentralization is often misunderstood. Some mistakenly believe that decentralization means everyone can do whatever they like without rules and restrictions. However, what decentralization really means is everyone in the network should adhere to predetermined rules to reach consensus. And the decentralized power structure ensures these rules are executed as intended without any single entity having the power to manipulate them. And we are here to talk about Ethereum, which is an excellent example of a highly decentralized and performing network. It has been running robustly without downtime for 9 years. And today, with a total value lock of around $47 billion, average daily transactions of more than 1 million transactions, it is leading the game in becoming a global financial settlement layer. This is feasible because of Ethereum is an infrastructure that supports smart contracts to build decentralized applications. So I mentioned the contract before, the classical legal contract. And now I want to say a few words about smart contract, and this is important. In legal terms, a contract is a binding agreement that is enforceable by law. Smart contract is no different to it, only that it is smart, meaning it is automatic and self-executing, where the terms and conditions are written into the lines of codes. Unlike traditional contracts that rely on a legal it takes time, effort, are vulnerable and always subject to change, error, and capable of doing evil. The smart contracts are robotic, deprived of human factors. They can only execute the rules predetermined in the codes. They are deterministic, predictable, and consistent. And they should be open source, accessible for everyone to audit and verify. By reading into the codes, you know what the smart contract can and cannot do. These are all guaranteed by the rules of decentralized consensus. The modern trust expert, Boltzmann, defined trust as a confident relationship into the unknown. I would say that thanks to the blockchain, and a consensus. Now the unknown becomes the known. So trustlessness is a new paradigm enabled by the technology of blockchain. What it means is that it reduces or removes human factors from the system and ensure that the system runs as it should, without relying on trust in any individual or central entity. And trustless protocols are very implementable